Description, you have all the list of the materials. So what we do now is transfer the pattern to the fabric. So you fold your fabric, the fabric you chose to do it, and we will do like doubles. Just the arm that we'll do twice, and we'll do mirrored. Okay, you can do both like that, two like that, because it's folded. Okay, but normally just to remember, do folded. And I will transfer now. I will use this pen here to transfer the pattern, and as soon as I do, I come back in a minute. I change the pen, the color, but it's the same pen. But then now you see that here I didn't finish here because we will leave open, but I leave open here, so I mark now, and here, both sides, so it will be easier for us to put the filling inside if we leave this open. So we will sew from here to here and all around to here, from here all around to here. Now I will put the transfer to the fabric, the arms and the head. Again, the arms need us open, so on the back of the arm I will leave this like 2 fingers open. I will put the marks in your pattern, so if you have the pattern already you will see the marks. Okay, you leave, so you will sew from here all around and here, and I put it as you can see here, mirrored. Okay, I will do the head now. The head, you won't leave any open. We will sew all around, and I will show how we will turn inside out and how we will fill it. Okay, the first part is done. So for this pattern, what we will do is we will sew all around. We will start on the arms. You will start here, give it the reverse, and go all around. Okay, and you leave this space without sewing. Okay, so I did this arm. I will make everything, but don't forget that on the marks you got to start on the mark, go all around and finish on the mark, and you leave this space open. The same thing here on the body, you will do all around and you will stop here and you start here again, do until here, leave this space open and start all over again, go all around. And the head you go all around, so I will do that now. Now we will cut, and then we iron after we cut. Okay, and that's it. This first part is finished. Let's cut now. So what we will do now is cut around. I will use these scissors to cut, but if you don't have the scissors, the head I will cut with a normal scissors, and I show what to do if you don't have these scissors. Okay, I will cut. So I cut all the head. You don't need to cut too big, because we don't want that to be too big. So all around you do like picks. Be careful to not cut the thread, but you do like a small picks all around. So when you open the fabric and make this, okay, because it's so I did a lot picks. Okay, there we go. Well, I cut the arm, but we have this part here that is supposed to be open, so the sewing stops right here. So you don't cut with the scissors. Take a normal scissors and you leave more space and more fabric. So when we turn over and when we finish, we have more fabric to do the finishing. Okay? The body here, if you could go very close to the line where you sew and make like a V, like a V cut as well. Okay, and make some, because you stop here, make some picks around, because when you open, you give space for your fabric. There we go, like that. Okay, and if you don't have these scissors and you have just normal one, cut around, and everywhere that is a curve, make some picks. Okay, picks on the foot, shoulders, on the legs. And here you don't need to do the picks because here is the open space where we will put the fillings. And don't forget to leave open the head. Okay, let's talk about these two here. It's a fantastic tool. We use, well, not just doll makers use this. If you have something that is very narrow and you need to turn inside out, this is fantastic. So mine, I broke that one and I use this to fix it, but maybe I need to buy a new one. So the name is Turning It All. Is made in US. You can find on eBay or Amazon or in any haberdashery shop as well. Doesn't have just this brand, have other brands as well. So what that do is, it's like a straw, you know, and if you have something very narrow like this arm here, and you take like a straw, I can use this blue here, and you put inside, you take the other end and you will turn inside out, so that makes the job very easier. You know, you don't need to put your fingers, sometimes the fingers doesn't go like there, and that makes the job very easy. Now you have the arm, just need a, so I will turn everything inside out. You can use whatever you want. If you don't have that, you can have a normal straw and a stick, you know, normal straw, these old-fashioned straws, and use a stick. I will do again so you can see it. So you take the straw, put it inside, take the stick, and you will turn inside out. See, easy peasy. I will do the other side. So I put the straw inside, and this, very nice, right? So now we just need to put the stuffing on the arm and close, and we'll be ready to put in a doll. So I will do the same with the body. Remember that we left these parts open and the neck, on top of the neck here, open, and then we got to do the head, and I will teach you how to do, because remember we close all around, how we will turn inside out. I will show it to you. Head. Now we sew all around, so how? In earth, we will put the stuff inside or turn inside out. We will separate the fabrics. So you open like that. And on the parts that you want it to be behind the head, so make sure that you separate the fabrics. You take your scissors, and now make sure that you separate the fabric, because if you cut them together you will ruin and you get to do a new head. So you cut just like that, see? And you make a hole that at least one of your fingers can go inside. It's not so big, okay? A finger size. So you put the straw there, or you can turn without it anyway, because it's not so difficult parts to turn inside out. Remember that we did all the picks around, we cut the beads. So now there we go. That is the head. And when we stuff and put the hair, then I will teach you how to close these, and I will teach you how to close the arms and the legs, and how to put the head here. So now you have your stuffing, okay? The secret is when you feel like, oh, it's full, is always put a little bit more, so you won't have like a flat face, look like it's not full enough. So I finished. So now when we close here, I will push all these inside, and I will close. Then all the parts must be firm, okay? Firm. Everything, as you can see, must be very firm, okay? Firm. So now we will close it, and I will teach you how to do the invisible stitch. Arm here, you use one thread in the same color of the fabric. Don't do it in a different one, because we'll show, and I will make sure that everything goes inside. And to do the invisible stitch, you put the thread there, and you got to do that holding everything, because if you don't put it enough, the arm will be very wobbly, and we don't want that, right? So we try. Now I want to show you how we will close the head. I'm using the super strong thread. You discover where you want to put your head, and then you just pin everything. Be careful here, the other side should not get hurt, and you check if it's the right place, if it's in the middle. Now you use your eye. You don't need to use any measurement because it's a very small doll, so you don't need to mark anything. Show you what I am doing. So here we'll finish. All these will be hid by the hair, but here I will give a double knot. and I will hide. There we go. There we go. So the head is fixed, and now what we will do is we're not putting the arms right now because we got to dress our doll first. Then we do the dress, then we put the hair, put the arms, and then last thing is the face. There we go. That's it. This is the sleeve of the dress. If you don't want your doll to have a sleeve, you don't need to make it, but if you want, you will transfer that to the fabric twice and fold it. So the fabric need to be folded, okay, folded, and you will do twice, okay, exactly like that. And we will do the sewing right on top of the lines that we draw on the fabric, okay, and I'll come back in a minute. So we will sew around the lines, but we're not sewing here. We leave this gap open and we sew just around on the line, okay? We'll do that. So now we have the dress. So we will do the edges of the dress first, okay, and that is this edge is near to the neck, so I will do just one zigzag. So now I already closed the dress, you know, I did all the edges. So now this one to make the edges, the seam of this one here. I decided that I won't sew because when we put it inside the arm, we will gather all these, and we can do that by hand using a needle and the thread, okay? So you leave a space like that. You just, let me show you, you just fold. See if I can open this. You just fold like that. You can press on using the iron, or just, you know, mark like that. And now we turn inside out, okay? And when we put it on the arm, I'll show how to do that later. It'll be like that, okay? That's it. Now I have the two arms ready. So as you can see, we will fix the arms here when the dress is put on the doll, and it's nearly ready. Yay! So we have the dress. We did, I think it's 50 centimeters by 13. We did one edge here and another one here. The zigzag one that I chose, you can do a straight stitch, is up to you, but I did a zigzag. I will do the same here that I did on the arm. I will do here, and I'll put the doll inside and finish. You have the thread. I don't think this thread is, I think will be more than enough. Is not. That is the back. I'll put in the back, so we start here. And I'm doing the same of I did on the sleeve. I will do here on the dress. And I just will gather big ones, big stitches. It's more beautiful. And Now we will adjust the dress on, because I gathered, and if you need it to adjust, you can use some pins to fix the dress where you want it. Remember that on the sides doesn't need to be so well done, because we will put the arms on the sides. So the needles I have, and I have a bigger one. So that's a normal needle from the set, because normally you buy these dolls needles. On the set comes a small, medium, and the large one. So this is a normal needle. That is the smaller from the set, but I like this one here, the needle one. So I use this one. So first of all, I just will, you know, found the right position. So I take this pin that I put here, I put the arm there, and I pin it. Okay, so I take the other one. Remember, so that is the hand, that is the shoulder, that is the back of the arm. So you put it the right. Now the needle with a super strong or extra strong thread. I'm using white, but it doesn't matter because won't show. What we can do is start on this side outside, but that will show the thread, or you can hide and go inside the arm. Okay, but you got to be careful here, because you want to pinch with the needle the arm as well, not just the dress. Okay, so is the arm as well. So you will keep the pins in place, because that will help you to check if the arms are in the right place. Okay, show how I finish here. that's it. So that's it. Now I will give a couple of stitches around the dress so it will be fixed and is nearly ready. I adjust the sleeves. I put a little bit higher so it'll be more puffy here, and now it's the hair. So the hair, I have so many ways to do. So you can do a long. If you do long, you just measure the size you want. Like if you want like a 15 centimeters, you make a 30 centimeters laps, many laps, and then fix the hair here. But I will teach you a different way to do, and you don't need the measure, you just need your fingers. So you would take 2 fingers and give like 7 to 10 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. And then cut, and you make a knot here, take it off. We'll do again so you can see it. Do like this. And then we will fix. Don't worry about this long, then we can cut later. And then we will put it all around. It's one way to do the hair. So you make a lot of these. I made 16 of these loops on the hair. And now I will put it around the head. But before you put it around the head, I will show how I do. You take one, start one side or one place, and use pins to fix so you can see where you want to put it. Or to check if the amount that you done, it's okay. So I normally put it one side, and the other, because I put it like that, I put it like that. And if I put it that one like that, I will put it this one like that. Okay, so you do all around the head, and I will show in a minute how it is. So I put all the pins here, and now you take a needle and the thread in the same color of the hair, and you will stitch everything there. I will show how you can do it. You can take it off, every single one, and do one by one, or you can put all now and check if it's the amount of you done, it's okay. And now you take a thread and the needle, the thread the same color of the hair, and knot, and you just fix, you know, just the middle one. Doesn't need to be. See if you can see it. Let's see. Approximate it like that. You can use a hot gun, a hot glue gun. As a hot glue, it's not pretty. It's not. I think the finish is not very nice, but if you're doing a lot of dolls, you can use the hot glue gun. It's just one pick and put it there and hold, and you know, as soon as the glue get cold, is ready, and it's easier as well. It's less job, but I prefer using the needle. Yeah, that's wrong. It's using pins like that. I have the red one. This one is number 5.5. Let's make a very nice smile on her. If you don't have this pen, the Sakura one, the jelly roll, you can use this paint white, like a crafter's acrylic one. So you got to have something like that. It's like a bow, very little one. I will use this one here, and you just need a very tiny amount of ink. You don't need much, so you get just a little amount. Let's see if I can show to you, and drop there. You give a shiny dot on the eyes. There we go. You change the expression of the doll straight away. Trying to change a little bit, making the eyes a little bit bigger, and putting another little dot in the corner. We can use a makeup, a human makeup, very, very light. I decided to make another face, so I will mark here where more or less I want the eyes. See, it's not so. I want the small ones, or I want bigger and like mark like that. because those are unique, especially when you paint the face. So now I will use this ink here. Now it's just stitch the hair. If you want, you can use a very fine brown pen, like that one is brown, is 01, and you can make some freckles. Randomly, and there it is. Her face is ready. So now I will finish the hair, and she is ready.